Hi everybody, just thought I'd share another good tip with you. This is a product me and a couple of mates have now been using for probably around about 5 or 6 years. The product is called PunctureSafe. This is one of those solutions you put into your tyre, and if you get a puncture, basically all being well, the stuff will seal the puncture instantly. Or if you notice a nail in there, then obviously you just pull the nail out, give the wheel a little bit of a spin after you've pulled it out, and pretty well from our experience this stuff just instantly stops the puncture. On my particular bike I've used this stuff in 2 different bikes now, a Mark II 600 Bandit and the newer version of the 600 Bandit with a new liquid cooled engine. I personally haven't had any punctures on my bike since I've been using this stuff, but I've got one mate who had a GSXR 1000. He was the first one to give this stuff a try after he actually had a flat tyre. He went and got some. Worked instantly. Over the lifespan of that tyre he had a further 2 punctures in that back tyre, so 3 in total, and it worked every time. The tyre lasted the natural length of its life, then it got scrapped when the tread had run out. My other mate at the moment, he's riding a 650 Suzuki V-Strum. In the last 18 months or so, he has been unlucky enough to have picked up about 3 punctures he's now also had in that back tyre. The stuff again has worked every time. So it is good stuff. It's not one of these solutions that only gets you a few miles to go to the nearest station to get it get the tyre fixed. The company do say that the stuff is a permanent solution, and basically they guarantee it will last the life of the tyre. All this stuff does, obviously it goes in your tyre. As you're riding, the centrifugal force of the tyre spinning spreads the stuff over the tyre and leaves a coating in there, which when you get punctured you pull the little nail out or whatever it is, and this stuff literally a couple of little spits comes out of the stuff and it just stops. I'm very confident in this stuff now. So I haven't had any punctures on the bike, but I did recently get a puncture in my car, which I had a very small amount, literally talking in the bottom of the bottle, probably not even a quarter of a bottle, just what was left over from the last time I'd done my tyres. I put the stuff in my car tyre, not really expecting it to work for the size of the car tyre and how much stuff I had left, but it was an old tyre and I thought I probably won't bother having it repaired, I'll just buy a new one. So I thought, what the hell, give it a try just for a laugh. So I really didn't think it would work, but lo and behold it did work. I have since then had another puncture, and that tyre now that had the PunctureSafe put in it has now been on my tyre for probably on the car about 2 months now. So it has worked, and that was with virtually no stuff left, so that even more gives me confidence in the stuff now. As they advertise on the box, they're no longer, I don't think, but they were for a few years. They were the supplier of this stuff to the Royal Mail vans, supplying this stuff in the region of 32,000 Royal Mail vehicles. That's everything from small vans to your 18-wheeler trucks. The Royal Mail, they tested a few of these various companies when they were looking to use this stuff, and after various testings they concluded PunctureSafe was the best product. And I'm not sure how long they supplied it to Royal Mail for, but for a good few years. I don't think they currently do at the moment for whatever reason. So I'll show you what you get in the box. This is a box I thought I'd just pick another one up after having the other puncture in the car. I thought I'll go and pick up another bottle of the stuff. So I've got a bottle sitting there for whenever I replace my bike tyres again or a further puncture on the car. So in the box you get a little plastic tube, and the way it works with this stuff, you take the valve, let the air out your tyre, take the valve out of it, you just push that over the valve on your tyre. Here's the actual stuff itself. You look at it when you run it around, it's like almost seems like the little rubber balls or something, what it kind of looks like. And you've got a bit of weight in there, like, so you put a little bit of weight in the tyres, but hey, that's no big deal. So got a little cap, so you take your black cap off, put that one on, cut the end off, hose goes onto there, screwed onto the bottle, and basically you just squirt it into the tyre. Now you get quite a bit of literature with this stuff telling you all about it, how it works and development and what have you, and the various people they've supplied it to over the years, Dakar rally drivers and all this sort of stuff, who all rate about it. They also do a slightly different one that will work with tyres within a tube, which I think is mainly aimed at push bikes rather than, I can imagine there's many cars or motorbikes apart from off-road bikes that actually use inner tubes now. In with the instructions, you can look down the list, find your size tyre, and it will tell you how much of the solution to put in the tyre for your particular size. Now it's got car tyres, motorbike tyres, I think there's, I don't know, the push bike ones are in there possibly. So you just look up your tyre size, it will tell you how much to put in. So you've got markings on the bottom. I don't know if that shows up on the camera too well, but it'll tell you whatever, five markings or whatever to put in a particular tyre. So you just put that amount in the tyre. It's not an exact science, I don't think, as long as you've got it roughly what they've told you. And that is it, people. Put it in, and from, say, our personal experience, you can put it in there and be extremely confident. I haven't seen the stuff fail yet, from that's what, 6 punctures between my mates to bike tyres, 1 puncture on my car tyre. The stuff has worked every time. And now the main thing, what my main concern was with this stuff before I used it, everybody can think, so you get it off balances your wheel, you'll get wheel wobble and all that sort of thing. That was a concern I had when I was reading up on it. Some people said yeah, it did affect it, some people said no, it doesn't. But the companies say it doesn't, as say with centrifugal force, once you're spinning, that stuff is evenly coated throughout the tyre. Now I've had it in 2 different bikes. I noticed absolutely no difference whatsoever riding the bike once I put that stuff in. No wobbles, nothing. I've had my bike up to 120 mile an hour with the stuff in, no issue whatsoever. Both of my mates, they've never said anything about wheel wobble or anything like that. So going on personal experience, I don't think that's something you need to concern yourself with. Personally, I would not be without the stuff now, especially in the bike. And my biggest concern when we used to go away on long bike trips was what happens if you get a puncture. Now, you could have a massive trip planned out into the journey, one of you get a puncture, the whole plan's out the window, you're stranded if it's late at night where there's no bike shops open. Now, it can really screw up your plans. So I think it's worth every penny for that peace of mind of knowing it's in there, and you've virtually eliminated the problem of getting a puncture unless you pick up some really big, massive nail. I can't remember the exact thing now. I think it's, I'm sure it says it'll puncture up to about 4 or 5 millimetre diameter, which is now a fair size. And in the event of a blowout, it will slow down how quickly the air would be escaping. For bikes, I think it's also a nice safety feature, because anyone who's had a puncture whilst riding a bike, which I have a couple of times over the years, it is an arse-clenching moment, especially if you're going at a fair speed. On the back, a little bit better, you're in with a chance of keeping it under control. But I did have a puncture on the front tyre once, and I was only doing 30 mile an hour, and I tell you, I was lucky to stay on that bike. So it is a safety feature, as well as just saving that hassle of being stranded somewhere. Prices vary. When it first came out, it was quite cheap. It was about £18 a bottle, and I think obviously as word got about with people and they found out about it, as with everything, the prices have gone up a bit. You shop around a bit, like everything. You can get it on eBay, which I think around about £25. At my local bike shop it's now £30 a bottle. There's another bike shop that's about a 45-minute ride away, which I can pick it up for about £25 in there now, which I think is well worth it. Even if you don't have a puncture during the time that it's in your tyres, I think for the peace of mind of knowing that you don't have to be concerned about it, I personally think it is worth every single penny. They have got a website. You put puncture, I think it's puncturesafe.com. Just trying to spot it. There we are, yeah. puncturesafe.com. You go on there, you can have a little read up yourself. You put puncturesafe in YouTube. There's a few videos on there. Some are not very good, but a couple of them show it working quite well. So, highly recommend it, guys. I personally really wouldn't never be without this in a motorbike now, and I'll use it in my car tyres now. I won't put it in the car tyres because you've got 4 tyres to fill up, but as soon as I get one, I'll chuck the spare on, and then I'll put the stuff in. So my days of going to get car and motorbike tyre punctures repaired, I would say, is well and truly over now. So I hope this is of help to you guys. Be safe, catch you later.